I used to be a people pleaser. Yeah, I used to be a people pleaser. I wanted to make everybody around me happy. I never said no to people, and I just wanted people to like me. Not recognizing that being a people pleaser is hard, hard work. And I was completely draining myself every single day. That's why I was overweight. That's why I was so drained in my 20s. And I just felt like, why am I here? I woke up one day feeling so low, didn't want to get out of bed. And I was like, why am I so drained? And in doing a self assessment, I recognized that, you know what? I'm living my life to please every single person around me except myself. And I decided that day, from now on, I'm going to choose me. Yeah, got to check the microphone, it's low on. I'm going to choose me. And what I did was, I started to say no to people. So I started to let people know the rules that apply to me. No more lying for anybody. No more doing things that I'm not comfortable with. And when I say no, I mean no. And if I tell you no on something, you are free to go and do your thing on your own. You don't need to include me. I decided to take a stance because if I did not stop this people pleasing business, I don't know if I will make it through the next couple of years. Really and truly. I was that low. Now, people please because they feel like I need to do this because everybody else needs to like me. Because you're not accustomed to love. You're not accustomed to what true love is supposed to be. You're not accustomed to actually having like a close, loving family. You didn't grow up in that type of era, and you grew up fending for yourself and all that stuff. And I find that people like us, we end up people pleasing in our younger years. And it's so hard to break out of it, but you've got to do it. And what I did to get out of this is that I started to work on me and my confidence and being able to speak up for myself and being able to, which is being able to actually say no. And saying no, I'm scared, but I'm saying no. You gonna do this? No. Can you do this to me? No. And but you can't. No. I said no, and I'm not changing it. Learning to understand what I believe in, getting to know myself more so I know my values because I recognize that all them people, listen, let me finish off my sentence. I recognize that all them people that I was people pleasing, they really didn't give a shit about me. They really didn't. I'll give you a full example. I used to go to church and I'm more spiritual now. I don't go to church and don't, don't ting me in my comments because I'm not a church goer. You know, yes, I do believe that there's a higher power. Yes, I do believe, and for me, I believe that the higher power is within me, and I'm not going into religion. So you're wasting your time if you put anything religious in the comments. I will ignore you, like completely. I don't go down the religious background. But I'll tell you my experience. So I used to apply to all these rules that they had in the church and stuff. And I had stopped going to church because I started to do a lot of self development. And part of my self development was don't go around things that might hinder your belief. And so I stopped. And while I stopped, no one from the church called me to find out if I was okay because I was consistently going and then I just stopped. No one called to find out if I needed a meal. No one called to find out how I was doing. No one called. No one wrote me on Facebook. No one. But I had work. One day I was at work. We had Halloween coming up. And every year we normally dress up for Halloween. This year, my boss didn't get a chance to order the Halloween costumes But everybody everybody wanted to dress up that year. And because we recognized that the numbers were so high and all the families were coming, somebody had called my boss and find out if we were getting costumes. I think one of the girls I was working with, she was finding if she had gotten the costumes, and she said no. And then so the girl went, one of my colleagues back then, she went to the store and she got whatever costumes there that was in our sizes. I was a small back then. Oh, I can't wait to get back to a small. Anyhow, I was a small. And the only small costume that there was this devilish costume. It was this red dress. It was really and truly just a red dress. It was a red dress. So, and it had like this devilish thing on it. Anyhow, you know what people say that the devil looks like. We all don't know, but anyhow, let me not even go into that. But so anyhow, so when she brought it, she was like, "Are you gonna wear this? Because I know that you're like super religious, whatever." Told her, you know what? I said I'm coming out to my religious box this year. This is the reason this popped up. I'm gonna put it on. When the makeup artist came, she said, "Oh my God, Kimberly, can I please put two horns on you? They're gonna be so cute." And she had a horn here and a horn there. She was so talented. And she said, "I'll give you some red lipstick and stuff." I said, "Okay, man, I'll do it." So she put them on. She put the horns on, and I looked like a devil queen. Oh my God, that was the first time I think I put on like full makeup. Because back then I never even used to wear like lipstick or anything like that. And all of the little children, a lot of the kids that year had on like a similar costume to me. Some of them had like devil canes, like the red cane with the spike things. Some of them had on like this same type of dress, but everybody was dressed up, and the whole hotel like was going crazy about how dressed up and how nice we were. And my costume, like, it seems like it made people spend a lot of money. I had a mom come up to me and she told me, um, last night was the most money that they spent at the hotel, and they all think it's because of my devil costume. That year, the hotel made so much money, and everybody was buzzing about it. Everybody was talking about it, and we just had so much fun. Our department, we came together that time, and we just had a blast. My boss was happy, like she's like, "Oh my God, everybody's talking about your costume, and it's going crazy." And that year, I think our budget, we got approved for a lot of things, and like it really, really worked out. That costume really, really, really worked out, and got me eyes all over the hotel, And anyhow, so then, what else happened? Yeah, so then I was feeling really fussy about my costume and stuff, and I took my costume and I posted up on my Facebook page. And the first time in my adult life, ever in my life, because I've never experienced real, like, true bullying or anything. I experienced bullying, but not to this extent. Oh my God. If I tell you, and I since deleted that Facebook account, but the evil and mean things these church people told me in the comments, in the messages, the people that didn't give a shit about me the past couple of months that I didn't show up to work, and all of a sudden, they had the world of wicked things to tell me that I was, because I chose to work. I was at work. I got paid to put on that costume. I got paid. It meant nothing to me. It did nothing to me. Furthermore, I think it opened my eyes and it showed me that what you are doing, getting away from pleasing every single person around you, you are doing the right thing for you. You got to choose you. I had a colleague that he never got in anything. And I mean, my workplace was so upset at the things that these people were telling me. They were so upset. And I got a lot of support from work. I really, really did. And me now, if I was the person that I am now, I would have lights up in them. I would have. But back then, I was only now coming out of the people pleasing phase and stuff. And you've got to recognize that you have to do things to please you for your happiness. When I wore that costume, I had the time of my life. I enjoyed I enjoyed myself and I had so much fun. And what is life if you're not having fun? You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to be laughing more than you cry. You're supposed to be smiling more than you're upset. You are supposed to be more grateful that more than you are feeling low. Or like you're supposed to be in the happier state at least 50% of the time, 51% of the time, than you are in a low vibrational state. People pleasing is a very low vibrational state. And I encourage you, even if you're religious, like you might not connect with what I'm saying right now. If you're spiritual, I'm so happy that you're here. But I'm grateful too for the religious people that do follow me. But at the same time, my thing is know that no one's actions should ever allow you to be mean to them and to make them feel like less than a person. I don't give a shit what you are serving or who you're serving. If it's going to be mean, shut your mouth. Why say bad things? When you say bad things, you push some person further away. You are not the judger of anybody's life. And I know I'm probably going off topic here, but we are having conversations, so this is how these videos go. People pleasing can really take someone very, very low, and there are people that do take advantage of you as a people pleaser. They love to take advantage of you, and because they are the ones that benefit from your yes, yes, yes mentality. And when you start to choose you and you start to choose your happiness, you might not do like me and wear a cute little devilish costume. You might not be me. But you know what? You might do something that your family doesn't agree with. You might do something that, you know, somebody around you doesn't agree with. But this one thing makes you happy and it does not harm you. Because if it causes you harm, you should listen. I did make a video about why you should listen. You should listen to the people around you. But not when the people around you want you to just be a people pleaser. I rather have people around me that will tell me, Kimberly, no, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to do that. I'm fine with that. I can't force anybody to do what they don't want to do. I actually gotten to the point that when people come to me for advice, I don't tell them, you should do this or you should do that. Because really and truly, I don't know what I will do if I'm in their situations. I might do the same thing that they're doing, or I might even make worse choices than they are doing. So it's not my choice to judge, as it is not your choice. It's not my place, not choice. It's not my place to judge, as it's not your place to judge. So let's stop with this judging mentality. Maybe I should make a video about that separately. But you know what? It's in this one. So I'm saying all of that to wrap this up. Oh my God, look at time I've been talking. I'm saying all that to say this. If you are people pleasing, I want you to push yourself from now on to step out of that mentality. because this only serves the people that you are pleasing, and it never serves you. And the one person you're supposed to serve in life is you. And when you serve you, it's you. When you are serving yourself, let me explain this a little bit deeper so that you understand the true importance. When you are serving yourself, you are actually serving your higher self. And when you, because you're doing things that make you happy. And when you serve your higher self, you are birthing someone in you that's in there. They're in your stomach. They're in your core. They want to come out and they want to say, hi, I'm here. If I had not recognized the power of choosing me and saying no, you wouldn't have me today. You would not. And how many of you that we currently don't have because you are so scared of speaking up for yourself? And the funny thing is that when you start speaking up for yourself, you help the people around you. You help them in a way of knowing, by demanding respect from them, one. You also help them in a way of not only demanding respect, but you help them to see their own toxic traits. You help to call out what they are using you for and what they are taking advantage of you with, and that you are just done and you're frustrated and you're fed up of how they want you to be for them. No one that says that they love you or they want to be a part of your life should ever try to change you. My husband told me the other day, he was talking about his hair. And I was telling him, I love your bald head. And he was like, no, but I like when my hair was like this type of way, right? And he said to me, you know, I know I got to do my hair like to make you happy too, but my happiness comes first and then you are after. Because once I am happy with how I look, then you'll be happy because that will feed over to you. Listen, that man tells me something. Oh gosh, he's so sweet. And he's so right. If you are truly happy, it would feed over to the people around you. But if you are people pleasing, you are never going to be happy. Anyhow, I'm done talking. I could talk about this forever and I wouldn't stop because I'm so passionate about it, because I went through it and I know how hard it is to say no when you are in that, I don't know my worth stage. But you gotta work hard to get out of that space, because people pleasing will send anybody to take their own life. People pleasing will send anybody to a madhouse. People pleasing will destroy your life completely. Learn to say no. It's a two-letter word. Don't let that two-letter word cost you to not live a happy, free life. Because when you live a happy, free life, you attract so much good in your life. And you deserve the good. You deserve to be happy. And you deserve for me to shut up right now and tell you, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. And remember to be brave, be strong, and be you. Because I will talk about this all day. Bye.